that the preservation of their freedom will be guaranteed by a national commitment to self-discipline, industry, loyalty, unity, and an abiding respect for Christian values and the rule of law. Now know ye therefore, we the inheritors of and successors to this family of islands, recognizing the supremacy of God and believing in the fundamental rights and freedoms of the individual, do hereby proclaim in solemn praise the establishment of a free and democratic sovereign nation founded on spiritual values and in which no man, woman, or child shall ever be slave or bondsman to anyone, or their labor exploited, or their lives frustrated by deprivation, and do hereby provide by these articles for the indivisible unity and creation under God of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
For something, the greater you feel when you achieve it. Good morning, everyone. I'm LaDawn Davis, and this is the Morning Edition. And as always, it's so great to have you waking up with us. Some beautiful weather in the forecast this morning, and to tell us more about what we can expect today and Super Bowl weekend, here's Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean.
This weather report is sponsored by Bank of the Bahamas, the bank of solutions.
Good morning, LaDawn. We have a weak front boundary pushing across the capital that will provide some morning clouds, but will break out into sunshine during the afternoon hours. Outside of our studios, we have a bit of clouds. Your temperature, a cool 70 degrees, relative humidity at 88%, southwest winds at 6 miles per hour. The barometric pressure, 1,012.6 millibars. That's 29.90 inches, and it is steady. Temperatures around the islands this morning, we're picking up 68 degrees in Marsh Harbor, Green Turtle Key, all in Abaco. Also, Freeport, Grand Bahama at 68 degrees. The Berry Islands, 73. 72 in Arlistown, Bimini, 73 in Harbor Island. Roxanne, Eleuthera at 72. Arlistown, Canala, 74 degrees. 71 in Staniel Key, Camp Space on Andros, and Fresh Creek in Central Andros. In San Salvador, it is 74. Rum Key, 74 degrees as well. Picking up another string of 74s in Ragged Island, Clarence Town Island, Crooked Island, Betsy Bay, Atkins, Machitan, Inagua. The warm spot this morning, the Turks and Caicos Islands at 76 degrees. And if you're flying out this morning, well, here are some high and low temperatures you're likely to find at some of your favorite cities. Going to do it for your travel forecast now. For your boating forecast for today, for all areas, we're going to have light and variable winds with flat seas. They're going to be around 1 to 3 feet over the ocean. High tide, 9:59 this morning, and low tide at 4:24 in the afternoon. And that's going to do it for your first look at Weather in the Morning edition. Stay tuned. Your forecast for today, tonight, is still ahead.
Keep that nice weather coming, Basil. Thanks a lot. You're looking at a beautiful live shot of the Palmdale area, courtesy of our tower cam here on Rusty Bethel Drive. Meanwhile, Lloyd Allen and the Morning Edition team is out and about on our busy streets and are standing by with the Bahamas First traffic report.
The traffic report is sponsored by Bahamas First. First in insurance, today, tomorrow.
Well, of course, good morning, LaDawn. Good morning, Bahamas. This is a great start to your Tuesday morning. And, of course, this morning we are giving you your initial traffic report here this morning from the University Drive and University Commons. In this area, there are many major locations, including police headquarters, National Stadium, along with the University of the Bahamas, and other major businesses and locations in this area. Some drivers are already making their way on the road and, of course, driving safely. And one of those things I definitely want to point out right behind me is one of the few few spots on the island where we have the turn left sign indicating the driver's side. Of course, they can make that left turn on a traffic light once they properly yield. This morning, I'm joined by Crestinia Johnson from the Royal Bahamas Police Force Traffic Division, who's giving us some more information about the turn left rule. Good morning, Officer Johnson. How are you?
I'm wonderful. And yourself? Good morning, Bahamas. Well, this morning, just getting into the whole flow of it, we have had overnight 13 accidents involving damages. We've had 2 hit-and-run accidents, and we have 8 accidents involving minor injury. I guess I'm eager to say this morning that we had an officer that was injured while doing a road check yesterday in Yamacraw Hill Road area, and we just want to advise the general public, when you're on the streets, that you have to be vigilant. This is a whole individual who's hospitalized as a result of somebody that was not paying attention, okay? So as it pertains to our topic this morning on turning left, yes, this is one of the places that we do have signage in place for you to turn left, but in doing so, we're advising the general public as well. Persons, if you're in a rush, it's going to cause some problems. You have to be patient while you're on the street. Yes, you have a line of traffic ahead of you, and that person might be taking a little while before they move, but allow that person to adjust their vehicles and to move. We've had a number of persons overtaking, and in overtaking, they overtake the vehicle that is in front, and this has caused accidents. If you look on the notice of intended prosecution form, we have it noted where you can be charged with driving without due care and attention or without reasonable consideration, or dangerous and reckless driving. The dangerous and reckless driving portion of it is if you are driving in a dangerous and reckless manner that caused that accident, then you're going to be charged, along with driving without due care and attention, you're going to be charged with dangerous and reckless driving.
And of course, someone was speaking with me this morning about an accident that happened where 2 vehicles, in fact, overtook a line of cars on a traffic light, one going straight, one turning left, and they both collided. And of course, you spoke about what charges could possibly happen. So we know the scenarios that are happening. Police are also advising that persons don't use their horns as well?
Yes, well, you know, the excessive use of horn. Okay. A little toot to tell the person in front of you, hey, it's time to move, then that's okay. But as it pertains to that excessive use where you're causing that person to get startled, remember, people act differently if they're scared or if they're suddenly approached or anything along that line. So you want to be mindful of the fact that that individual may be startled and may not respond the way you would probably want them to respond. You'd even perceive some persons who just suddenly speed off because they're shocked. Yes, at that particular time. So we want to be mindful of these drivers.
Along with that, you also shared some information. This coming Thursday, we know that Junior Junkanoo is happening, and some expected road diversions are expected as well.
Yes, well, of course, I'm all about protecting our little darlings or protecting our members of the public. And, of course, that is a downtown area, so we're going to have strict enforcement. So the area between Market Street and East Street is going to be cordoned off. We're asking drivers to find alternate parking. Persons who usually park within this area, we ask you in advance. We're going to be pounding on this up until Thursday morning to remind the general public that during that time, no vehicular traffic is going to be allowed within that area. So please make whatever plans you have in advance so this would not inconvenience you.
Now, of course, I guess this is a free plug, but keep in mind, the Point has available parking, paid parking. That's an option. And so keep your options available if you are going to be attending that national event. Any final words, Officer Johnson?
Well, my mind is still on the officer that is hospitalized. My heart goes out to his family. And these are the instances. We want to come out. We want to be able to serve the members of the public and go home to our families as well. So members of the public, please be vigilant. Please pay attention to the streets. Avoid distracted driving.
Always a pleasure this morning. Of course, again, we're reporting from University Drive, University Commons. And LaDawn, back to you in studio. I hope you're enjoying your beautiful Tuesday morning.
Some good information there, Lloyd. Thanks a lot. Now on to our top story this morning. The Bahamas to benefit significantly from an air transport agreement signed with the United States. The agreement said to be decades in the making. U.S. Chargé d'Affaires Stephanie Bowers indicated that the new revitalized Open Skies agreement will help create more affordable and convenient aviation routes between the Bahamas and the United States. Minister of Tourism, the Honorable Dionisio de Aguilar, also applauded the agreement and its benefits.
These agreements pave the way for future economic growth and increased airlift between our two countries. Additionally, these air service agreements provide financial incentives and internationally agreed rules and regulations which govern how a foreign carrier from a specific country can provide service to the Bahamas, either directly or via a code-share arrangement. As a result, when a foreign carrier expresses an interest in commencing air service to the Bahamas, the regulatory regime is already in place, and service can commence expeditiously without undue bureaucratic delays. It also provides the same opportunity to our Bahamian-designated airlines to operate under this agreement into the United States and any other country with which these agreements have been executed. The implementation of this agreement would also make travel easier for Bahamians and Americans who are visiting in greater numbers.
It will facilitate additional flights directly from the United States to the Family Islands, giving international visitors and the Bahamian diaspora more opportunities to explore the vibrant culture and pristine waters of the entire archipelago. Over the past 2 years, we have celebrated with you as the number of stopover visitors to the Bahamas increased at record-setting rates. Each additional day these visitors spend in your beautiful country helps fortify the Bahamian economy. However, more than just simple economics, stopover tourism allows visitors, the vast majority of whom are U.S. citizens, to deepen their understanding of the Bahamas. It is my firm belief that this deeper understanding will lead to stronger, more enduring ties, including exciting new opportunities for both our countries throughout the Family Islands.
Another significant partnership between the Bahamas and the United States, the Academy of Women Entrepreneurs, is an agreement with both countries that will equip women with practical skills needed to create sustainable businesses. During the launch last evening, U.S. Chargé d'Affaires Stephanie Bowers said the Bahamas is one of 26 pilot countries selected to launch this initiative.
U.S. Embassy, working hand-in-hand with the Bahamian government, prioritizes economic diversification, not only to ensure a stable and prosperous Bahamas, but also to provide opportunities for people in all corners of Bahamian society. Harnessing the full participation of women in the Bahamian economy, and particularly women entrepreneurs, such as yourselves, is critical to fulfilling this mission. Knowing that what women entrepreneurs need the most are advocacy, mentoring, and financing, we believe the ALL curriculum will unleash the talent and creativity of women across the Bahamas and enable them to make meaningful impact on Bahamian prosperity.
110 women, 70 from New Providence and 40 from Grand Bahama, were selected for the program's launch. Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Finance, the Honorable Peter Turnquest, underscored the significance of the program.
I'm particularly interested in what is possible through this program empowering women, because we all know that in most of the rural communities in our country, it is the women that are disadvantaged the most, who have the least opportunities to support themselves and their families. And as a result, a lot of times they're taken advantage of by their husbands or their significant others as they depend upon their men to support them and to provide for the family.
The Ministry of Education announcing changes to its current public school curriculum. Ministry officials revealed 3 completed and revised subject syllabus for students across all grade levels, with even more new and revised course curriculums expected this coming year. Minister of Education, the Honorable Jeffrey Lloyd, says these new guidelines were constructed with the idea of engaging students to learn rather than just regurgitating information. The goal is to achieve an 85% graduation rate by the year 2030.
In order for us in the Ministry of Education to ensure continual improvements in our instructional output, we are consistently assessing educational outcomes with a view to adjusting our curriculum to enhance the overall academic success at our 172 public institutions. With this in mind, I am pleased to announce we are launching curricula for the following disciplines: primary physical education, mathematics of the junior and senior high, economics, and commerce.
The Charles Saxon Superstars were named the official winners of the 2019 Boxing and 2020 New Year's Day Junkanoo Parades. The Paradise Games Valley Boys placed second with 81.44 points, receiving awards for Best Music, Best Shirley Street Performance, and Best Banner. Results of the 2020 New Year's Day Junkanoo Parade are unchanged. The big reveal came after the Independent Review Committee examined the unofficial results of the 2019 Boxing Day Junkanoo Parade. Chairman of the Junkanoo Corporation of New Providence, Dion Miller, feels confident about the integrity of the Junkanoo judging.
This is a normal occurrence for the JCNP. After the parade, groups are given a time period where they can launch a protest. After that period, the IRC committee holds hearings with each group, after which they have a time period to deliberate those protests. During the period when the protests are launched and the deliberation, they lose about 2 days due to holidays. So they typically request an extension for them to conduct their deliberations. Last week they deliberated, last week Monday. The reports was then sent to PMT, who will have to send the reports now to the tally room, to have the tally room recalculate, do whatever. Then another independent person will have to recheck that. And by the time the report was ready around Thursday, it was Friday, so we just decided to release it today, Monday, at the top of the weekends, as opposed to a weekend now.
And still to come, the Morning Edition takes you into the heart of the over-the-hill community, where transformation is taking place in a unique way, so keep it locked.
National Insurance Board, founded on October 7th, 1974, was one of the foundational pillars of the New Bahamas. This year, NIB celebrates 45 years of service through Social Security by providing a funeral benefit for the loss of a loved one, partial income replacements for unemployment, sickness, maternity and injury benefits, pension payments for retirement, invalidity, and survivors. These benefits have ensured that Bahamians have income during times when they need it most. NIB, celebrating 45 years of service in the Bahamas.
Hi, welcome to Dream Girls. We offer a wide variety of hair care, and your everyday beauty needs.
Here at Dream Girls, we carry a wide variety of products for natural or relaxed hair, such as ORS, Cure Care, and Shea Moisture. We also carry a large selection of weaving, braiding, and crochet hair. You can expect to find a private wig room, a large variety of products, and service with a smile. Whether you're shopping for a party, a corporate event, or your everyday working woman, Dream Girls can make your dream become a reality. Live your dream, experience your dream, Dream Girls.
We have 3 convenient locations to serve you: Village Road Shopping Center, Prince Charles Shopping Center, and Legacy Plaza located on Prince Charles next to BTC Cash and Go. Here at Dream Girls, enhancing beauty becomes your reality.
Welcome back to the Morning Edition. It appears derelict vehicles continue to be a breeding ground for criminal activities in the St. Barnabas constituency. The area member of parliament mounted a cleanup of the community as part of his derelict vehicles program launched just over 2 years ago. The Morning Edition team got an update on the program and feedback from residents.
These cars, people come and strip them, they're eyesore.
Winston Benaby is one of hundreds of residents living in the St. Barnabas constituency who is disgusted about the large amount of derelict vehicles in his neighborhood. Apart from being unsightly, he says they are harboring criminals. Now, Benaby is excited to see his community being cleaned up, and he's grateful to his area member of parliament for doing so as part of the St. Barnabas Derelict Vehicle Initiative. Just recently, Benaby watched wreckers come and go, towing one derelict vehicle after another. Benaby says he's relieved. However, he says all he wants now is for persons to stop this illegal practice of indiscriminate dumping.
It seems that a lot of cars are being abandoned on derelict properties. If the property look vacant, they just come and leave the car there. Sometimes we watch wrecker come and bring them and just leave them. And as you know, sometimes it be stolen cars. We have incidents of people coming stripping cars and leaving them here. That's our concern and for crime in this area.
Area Member of Parliament Shannon Dawn Cartwright says despite some challenges, the derelict vehicles program is reaping some positive results. He is encouraging residents to do their part and keep their surroundings clean.
This is one of our core programs, if you will. Consistently, what we've been doing over the last 2.5 years is cleaning up the constituency. We firmly believe, I believe, that the greatest act of patriotism is how you keep your environment, how we keep the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. So we've been partnering with all of the constituents with our programs, putting dumpsters down. We've moved some 163 derelict vehicles, so this is an ongoing project of ours. It's always a challenge, but we've partnered with the necessary government agencies, and we've moved bulk waste out of people's yards and throughout the constituency. Many of the things that we would like to do in this constituency and have done, starts from a sense of pride. And so what the environment does in terms of the sense of pride in the community and how people feel about their surroundings really extends to involvement in other aspects of the community. So this is fundamental to how we live as a people and how the people of St. Barnabas, how they live as well.
A good initiative there. For many Bahamians, an unforgettable experience lies in preparing and sitting a number of national examinations. Additionally, for some subjects, the component of the coursework has proven to be daunting, but a new project may make that process much easier and possibly align them with a future career option. Here's Lloyd Allen.
Taking place over the weekend at Fusion Superplex, officials from the Ministry of Education, along with a number of partners, have together teamed up to assist youngsters in better performing in national exams. Education officials have devised a new strategy that they are hoping would make it not only more easy, but more enjoyable for students as they prepare for those exams. Over the past 2 years, BahamianClassrooms.com has transformed the experience for students, bringing them face-to-face with industry professionals and fully engaged with technology as they learn. Program coordinator Kanika Duncombe explains that students enrolled in the program get the chance to receive first-hand information that could likely assist in getting a better grade.
At Bahamian Classrooms, we're interested in taking the classroom beyond the four walls. We want students to have an opportunity to interact with professionals in different environments. So our first workshop is the BJC Social Studies coursework workshop, and we wanted to have students interact with meteorologists. This year's coursework question studied hurricanes in the Bahamas.
Local meteorologist Wayne Neely was chosen to provide students with hurricane-related insight.
Hurricanes are now a way of life, and we've seen that with Hurricane Dorian of 2019. And it's important that we begin the learning process not only from the Aston and Dull, but from the students, and also put it in schools curriculum so that students of all walks of life can know about hurricanes and first of all, damage potential that they can create.
Neely says he has worked with students in the past and always looks forward to sharing his knowledge with others.
Talking to my own people, it's an honor that I consider to be a privilege to talk to them about hurricanes. And I feel that with my knowledge that I have about 14 books on hurricanes, I can impart that knowledge to those persons as well. And hopefully one day, maybe one of them will be the next author or the next meteorologist at the Department of Meteorology.
Education official Sally Johnson says this program is a part of the change in the curriculum now underway at the ministry for schools across the country.
We are now in the process at the ministry in talking about curriculum revision, curriculum design. And if we want to make our curriculum 21st century ready, these are some of the initiatives that we will have to get our tap into.
The two-day event also bringing in one of two Bahamian archaeologists to the classroom.
You would hear from someone like Dr. Grace Turner, a well-known archaeologist for the country. She's also a professor at the University of the Bahamas, and so she is going to share with the students research techniques, and she's going to share with them how they can go about acquiring knowledge on the topic.
And while coursework is a supplemental component to the BJC and BGCSE overall scheme, organizers are hoping that the increased exposure will better prepare the youngsters for success. Lloyd Allen, ZNS Network News.
Over 21 local and international college representatives are in the Bahamas today for the second annual Ministry of Education Technical College Fair. The event, sponsored by the Ministry of Education, is one that seeks to inflate the interest of students in subjects and careers that are often lucrative but undersubscribed. Over 7 high schools participated so far, with more schools and students expected in the final session, which commences later this morning at the Melia Resort. Ministry of Education College Fair co-coordinator Clavette Gibson says she hopes students attending the event will be encouraged to think outside the box when choosing careers.
Important to have the technical college fairs here because our technical subjects are the majority of subjects in the schools. So your students, I dare say maybe 50 to 60% of them in the government schools or the public school system take welding, take technical drawing, cosmetology, and when they're through, that's it. But here we say, now we have options. You were good at this. You don't have to sit out there. You were good. We're going to provide a way for you to make money, to be certified, and for you to be global.
Gibson also added that this is no ordinary college fair, as there are a number of scholarship opportunities on hand for those who attend.
We now can boast of being the only fair that has both Lightfoot Key and the Ministry of Education scholarships on board. Our students will travel with their transcripts, and our colleges are ready to either give scholarships or to provide training as to where they're going to go. I have to say, Bahamar is our platinum sponsor. They've come on board. They've made sure that this happens. And as long as the students bring their transcripts, they get to choose as well from a pool of great talent.
It's school week for Catholic schools across the country, and on Monday, students from the St. Cecilia's Primary School used the opportunity to clean up the outskirts of their school's campus. Kindergarten teacher Colette Cambridge says she is excited to see the youngsters adhering to the message that cleanliness is next to godliness.
Each day has a theme. Today is Community Day. So as our Community Day, our plan is to clean up our block. We usually go a block over to the side, block to the back, and we usually clean up inside the school as well. Catholic schools have done so much for this community, and the community has done a lot for our Catholic school as well. So we want to give back by cleaning up the community. We want to teach the students that their community is important to preserve, and also for them to know that they want to live in a good environment. They want to live in an environment that's clean, because it shows godliness inside you as well.
We continue to share with you the unique skills being exhibited by our young people as they prepare for the upcoming Junior Junkanoo Parade. This morning, Charles Fisher takes us into the Discovery Learning Center.
This will not be Discovery Learning Center first time in the parade. They have been here before and have won it from the trophies that is displayed in the school's office space.
We won the Junior Junkanoo about 2 times, I believe, in the all-age category. And this is a program, a part of the school. We encourage the parents and students to get involved with our culture. This is who we are as a people, and also art. We try our best to enforce it in our art curriculum, whereby we make it mandatory that they have this a part of the art from the first term, that's September, to like that December time. We engage them in the Junkanoo and the art of Junkanoo.
Administrator Iman Williamson chose a team the Junkanoo fans will definitely be familiar with.
Our presentation will be Pirates of the Bahamas. This year, the Junior Junkanoo committee, the teachers and principals and administrators, we decided to go like one particular team. So the team is Bahamian history, and you come and you depict focal points in the line of Bahamian history. So we came with the idea of pirates. So our team is Pirates of the Bahamas. Here you have the boys facing their pants, and we have the swords, and we have off-the-shoulder costumes that are going to depict the different types of flags from different pirate ships, different pirates, famous pirates, Blackbeard, Edward Teach. You have female pirates, Anne Bonny, and all of those other pirates. We're going to have them in costume, and they're going to have a good time.
The students have been preparing for this showdown for quite some time.
We started, like I say, from September, actually. And like I say, we do it in our art class time. So it's not like an everyday program. So it's only like once a week. And like now, seeing that crunch time is down, we have it at least 2 to 3 times a week. We take them out of their subject areas, and we allow them to participate and get prepared for the Junkanoo Parade.
Expect a big contingent from Discovery, their 50, 60-plus student body.
And also we make it a community effort. So not only students from our school, we bring students from the community of Foxdale, because our school is located in Foxdale. So we try our best to have a good number out there on the parade.
For the ZNS Network News, I'm Charles Fisher.
Thanks a lot, Fisher. Stay close. We've got more right after this. You're watching The Morning Edition.
Every dream needs a gentle push. Every tomorrow needs a warm embrace. Every ambition needs hope to take flight and the faith to pursue a unique goal. At Commonwealth Bank, we make it happen for you. Today, tomorrow, and into the future. Commonwealth Bank. Everything we do it for you.
Welcome to Sunshine Auto, your hottest place on the planet for rims, tints, tires, and auto sales. We are your auto superstore for rims, Lexani, Azaras, Trueform, Western, Lux, Fuel, Track Lights, Tough, Rough Racing, Velocity, Mud, All-Terrain, and low-profile tires. Cars, homes, and commercial window tinting. At Sunshine Auto, we put God first and customer is king. Blessed luck.
It's the OT with yours truly, Charles Fisher.
Buddy Hield and the Kings have their...
Buddy Hield seemed to be having the best season of his career. He had 32 points the other night. It was a bit disappointing, Shawnee Miller not winning the IAAF World Female Athlete of the Year. The high school rankings will soon be out. Tabernacle, the defending champion, CC Sweeting, they are always there. Who will it be this year? Each Monday on 1540 AM and 104.5 FM, it's the OT with yours truly, Charles Fisher.
Janae's Chesapeake Road is having a big tent clearance sale. Everything must go. Christmas decorations, toys, bridal and formal wear. Everything must go. Get up to 75% off. Up to 75% off everything under the tent, including the tent. Big savings on decorative mesh, Christmas ornaments, wreaths, Christmas lights, girls and boys toys, standard bikes and electronic bikes. Hurry into Janae's Chesapeake Road big tent clearance sale. No exchanges or refunds on sale items. All sales final.
Now you can watch the ZNS network of channels absolutely free. That's right, ZNS is now broadcasting 3 separate channels, free to air on Channel 13. One channel has the regular ZNS TV HD programming. One is the Parliamentary channel, and one is the 24/7 television community page. These channels may be accessed simply by attaching either a rabbit ears antenna or an indoor amplified antenna to the RF input connector on the back of your digital television or flat screen TV. Once the antenna is connected, select TV mode and choose auto scan, and your TV will automatically pick up Channel 13 at no charge. Once you're on Channel 13, just use the channel selector to go to each of the 3 ZNS free channels. Antennas are available on many sites online. Free TV, ZNS brings it back to you.
Welcome back. We now take you into Grand Bahama, where various activities were rolled out for a special group of boys. Italia Hall reports.
A short seminar and fun day took place at the Champs Community Center in Hawksville that is currently under construction. Despite the inclement weather, a large number of young men turned out to the event. The group heard from leaders within several major organizations, including the president of the Grand Bahama Port Authority, Ian Roll. He told them that it is important for them to focus on getting a good education and to choose their friends wisely.
When you hang around positive people, people who want to learn, people who want to be respectful, you tend to be like them. You adopt that same characteristic. Likewise, if you choose to hang around negative people, and the Bible has a verse for that too, that's Proverbs chapter 18.
Deputy Prime Minister, the Honorable K. Peter Turnquest, also addressing the young men. He thanked the president of the Falcons Boys Club, Darren Roll, for his efforts and says that the organization has produced some outstanding citizens in the country.
Men and women who are producing quality contributions to this island. And I am confident that if you continue to listen to him, to follow his advice, to be faithful to God's word, that you will likewise grow up to be very productive, successful people in this community. As I want to congratulate you for coming out every Saturday morning. Pastor Roll sends me the videos and the pictures, and I am so impressed at the consistency of many of you.
Partner with the organization, Rick Schuster says it's an honor to be a part of the group.
We've partnered with the Falcon Boys Club, and by doing that, our organization was able to raise the money for the building that we're on, and we're able to bring men in to build the building. So in our partnership, we help with the building. We help bring supplies in for Mr. Roll.
Darren Roll says the club has grown in many ways over the years.
We work along with Aaliyah Pinder, and she's been helping probably 3 to 4 boys annually gets a scholarship to be able to go off to school. What people don't know, we have about 8 companies when it comes to hiring young boys. The Falcons Boys Club is responsible for going in the community and trying to help them find the young boys and get involved in helping them training the young boys. And those young boys have become full-time employees for several companies here in Grand Bahama. So this facility is going to be involved in things like that. Other than the sports, we're going to be involved in them academically. We're going to be involved in them spiritually. We're going to be involved in, when it comes to them economically, trying to encourage them to find good employment.
It's Talia Hall, ZNS Network News.
She's an entrepreneur turned author after writing her first book last year. Candice Marshall's book, The Adventures of Nothing Special, is a children's inspirational book that is also for adults. Marshall says life is an adventure you do not know you are on until you look back and reflect on your experiences. The author says there is something in it for everyone.
The book is about a little girl. Her name is Nothing Special. She's a hopeful from the village of faith, but she lives in the settlement of doubt. The story is about how she moved from being nothing special to becoming someone greater. And along the way, she met a gang. And it's a gang that all of us face. It's called the You'll Never Make It gang. And the members of that gang are, I can't, I'm poor, I quit, I'm broken, and I'll never be. And so it's a short, sweet story done in a down-home storytelling style, but it is something that message is so powerful and so relevant that it doesn't matter how old you are, it doesn't matter what your background is, it doesn't matter where you're from.
The author says the lead character, Nothing Special, is based on herself. As a teenager, she had trouble expressing her feelings, but now she shares in the book that is available for sale at the National Art Gallery of the Bahamas, on Amazon.com, and other online bookstores.
Every single experience, every single emotion I was going through at that time, I took it all as it was, and I gave it a face. And I was like, this is what it looks like. This is what it feels like. And then when I wrote that story, I figured, yeah, I'll turn this into a book. That was 20 years ago. And it didn't happen because I had to live the story. I had to live the truth. I had to overcome feeling like I couldn't. I had to overcome feeling broken. I had to overcome feeling poor. I had to overcome feeling that I would never be. And I personally had to take the journey of moving from being nothing special to becoming someone greater.
Stay close. We've got more right after this. You're watching The Morning Edition.
Latest news and highlights in Bahamian culture. Tune in to the new Junkanoo 242, Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. on the ZNS Radio and Television Network. Radio Bahamas 1540 a.m. on 104.5 FM and TV 13. Each week, host Arlene Nash Ferguson and Darren Bastian engages listeners with some of the movers and shakers of Junkanoo and Bahamian culture. Don't miss Junkanoo 242, Saturday at 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. on the ZNS Radio and Television Network.
If you're in a violent or abusive relationship, know that there is help for you. Just reach out to a pastor, a trusted friend, the Bahamas Crisis Center, or social services. Even the police can help. We don't like to talk about violence against women, but we need to have that conversation. Break the cycle, know the signs, and get out before it's too late. Say no to violence against women.
Hey, y'all, what's up?
Hey, what's that?
What y'all getting?
Listen, I've been waiting to march down some logs here. Hi, I'm Matthew. I will be you guys waiter today. Can I take your order?
Oh, I've been queuing for some grouper dread.
Y'all see this?
See, this ain't gonna work. Where the fish gone, though?
But how, though?
Don't leave our children with no fish in their future. Protect our sea. Protect our way of life. Protect the Bahamas. To learn how you can help, find us on Facebook at Bahamas Protected. See the future.
The natural resources of the Bahamas play a critical role in supporting Bahamian livelihoods. For example, the fishing and tourism industry, which include fishermen, seafood exporters, hoteliers, dive operators, restaurants, and others. Collectively, they generate approximately $1.5 billion a year. Therefore, we must respect and preserve what we have. These resources belong to us.
This is my livelihood.
This is my livelihood.
This is my livelihood.
So let's all do our part to maintain our local economy and a good quality of life. Remember, if we take care of nature, nature will take care of us.
This public service announcement has been brought to you by the Bahamas National Trust in conjunction with the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas.
For 60 years, we have been here, the voice of the environment. Here, speaking up and for your national parks, all across the islands of this nation. The places God visits for vacation, spanning over 2.5 million acres of land and sea. How delighted then he must be to see a sea of pink, as flamingos mingle and haven like jingles play where queen counts still sleep. And if you listen, you can hear it. The words of gossiping parrots awaiting the diction of the day. All 365 of them, that's every day and every year, 15,000 children share in the beauty of this playground. Our name is yours. And we have been yours for years unnoticed. Don't forget us. Support us. Your national parks. The defenders of your environment. Join us. Remember, our cause is yours. The first land and sea park in the world is yours. Heritage. Here it is. When was the last time you gasped at our scenery, gotten lost in the depth of our reefs, or even awed at the green of the leaves of our trees? Don't hesitate to donate and volunteer. Don't hesitate to care. We are here for you. The Bahamas National Trust, BNT. 3 letters that spell out simply, perfectly, and undoubtedly that we are yours.
Good morning and welcome to sports. Millions of people never met him personally, but the sudden death of Kobe Bryant and 8 others has left the world in mourning. Buddy Hield, playing his first game since the death of his childhood icon and close friend Kobe, took to the court in Minnesota last night. On a night full of tributes, Buddy Bucket stole the show. Buddy, who wears number 24 in honor of Kobe, poured in a career-high 42 points to rally the Sacramento Kings from a 27-point deficit to win in overtime, 133-129. He was 14 for 24 from the field, 9 for 14 from behind the three-point line. What a night for number 24 in memory of number 24.
I was thinking of him a lot, and even when my brother called me, he's like, do it for Kobe. And everybody know how much Kobe meant to me in the Bahamas, all the arguments, all the fight I got in him, that's showing that he's better than Michael Jordan. You know, I shouldn't say that, but like, that's all I know growing up was Kobe Bryant. That's all I could watch. You know, I never watched Michael, you know, and the LeBron, and I could watch LeBron, but Kobe was always that guy for me, and he made me believe, man, and that's why I'm here today, because I want to chase what he was chasing. And not saying like all the accolades, but like being in the NBA, because coming from Bahamas is tough, man. And it's a small country with a big heart, and he made me believe. And like I say, in the fourth quarter, I mean, in overtime, I didn't want to score no more because I scored 42 points. I have 5 rebounds, 3 assists. You know, 42, turned that to 42 behind, the round is 24. 5 and 3 assists is 8 points, man. That's all Kobe, man. So I'm blessed.
Now, the two have been connected since Buddy starred with the Oklahoma Sooners. Two even had the same agent. Buddy talking about what Kobe meant to him.
I mean, it was tough, you know, just knowing where I came from and knowing what Kobe instilled in my life, and everything was Kobe Bryant. You know, going to school with Kobe. You know, he paved the way for me, and people don't understand because coming from the islands, you know, they didn't get it. Like, for me, watching, trying to put the TV on TNT, you know, trying to watch him in the playoffs, the way he grind, the way he handled himself on and off the basketball court, the way his work ethic. That's what I fell in love with, his work ethic. And he showed that, you know, once you put hard work and perseverance, it's undefeated, man. And he showed that throughout this whole world, and that's why it left a mark on everybody, and that's why everybody feels so hurt, because what he left on everybody's heart, you know, was big. That mama mentality, just leaving a mark and just grinding, and it doesn't have to be basketball. It's everything you want in life. You know, whether you're a doctor, lawyer, you know, a firefighter, whatever, man. You know, God has blessed them tremendously, you know, and it's only certain people, you know, God bless that, and he's one of those people that God really put his hands on, and he's that talented, and man, I'm thankful for him. You know, it wasn't for him, I wouldn't pursue being in the NBA. Respect.
What a night for Buddy Hield. Let's go now to the New Providence Basketball Association Division II play between Leno's Eagles Nest and Triple K Stompers. This one was like a track meet, but they played in the Air Valley Gym, and in the end, it was the Eagles soaring to win to improve to 7-5 on the season, while the Stompers dropped to 2-11.
The game started off kind of evenly matched, but then afterwards we had to really dig deep on the inside of us, you know, and really pull it out. Like I tell the guys, then we was playing the 1-3-1. I told the guys them to play in the 2-3 to make sure be the eyes of the team. Because the one in the front, he cannot see behind him, and the guys listen, and they persevered, and we came over the victory.
I just tried to get the guys to listen a lot in the fourth quarter, because we lose a lot of fourth quarter games not listening. So I tried to get the ball as a point guard and control the game and keep everyone in line.
Well, the University of the Bahamas, they play in the various local leagues, but once they become affiliated with the National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics, better known as the NAIA, that will all have to cease. Good for the university, but not so for the local leagues.
The good thing about the local leagues is it really, really has helped us to prepare for our international play. We can see it, and I'll use basketball as an example. All of the international games that we played in were very competitive, and I think that's because we've had competitive games at home. So I think our teams, we're confident now that our teams are ready to compete in the NAIA, and not just compete, but to win. Because we've proven that in track and field, in basketball and soccer, that we can win at that level.
Government School Junior Girls Basketball play Monday at the Donald Davis Gym. This game between the SC McPherson Sharks. They took a huge bite out of the LW Young Golden Eagles. The final score was 21-4. Both teams just playing out the season with the playoffs right around the corner.
Today was a good day. I mean, I was short a few girls, but my 5 who showed up, they showed up to play. They did a really good job on defense. Obviously, they didn't have enough. They didn't have a lot of rest time because, like I said, I was short a few girls. But I'm pleased with the way that they played, and we look forward to a better season next year.
And that's going to do it for sports on this Tuesday. Number 24, Buddy Hield, putting in a career-high 42 in honor of Kobe Bryant last night. Also had 5 assists and 3 steals. Like he said, turning that 42 around to 24, 5, and 3 is 8. I'm not giving you any ideas, but go and do it. That's sports.
Now you can watch the ZNS network of channels absolutely free. That's right, ZNS is now broadcasting 3 separate channels, free to air on Channel 13. One channel has the regular ZNS TV HD programming. One is the Parliamentary channel, and one is the 24/7 television community page. These channels may be accessed simply by attaching either a rabbit ears antenna or an indoor amplified antenna to the RF input connector on the back of your digital television or flat screen TV. Once the antenna is connected, select TV mode and choose Auto Scan, and your TV will automatically pick up Channel 13 at no charge. Once you're on Channel 13, just use the channel selector to go to each of the 3 ZNS free channels. Antennas are available on many sites online. Free TV, ZNS brings it back to you.
Imagine if what we grew in our own backyards right here in the Bahamas were the key ingredients to curing some of the world's deadliest diseases. Imagine this or this being that life-changing discovery and taking the entire world by storm. But now, imagine that this island nation couldn't benefit in any way. Without the push by the BEST Commission to strengthen access and benefit sharing, the Bahamas could very well find itself in this position and left without recourse. If we're not informed, it could be detrimental to us all. Let us get educated and put our best foot forward.
This message is brought to you by the BEST Commission and its partners. For more information online, visit best.gov.bs.
Well, what about me? What about you? What? Well, I thirsty too, you know. You want to see all the water out there? Well, why you don't give me your water, and then you go try and drink that salt water?
You crazy, eh?
I ain't the one talking to a dog, you know.
Ain't nobody can drink salt water.
Then why you won't give it to me? All dogs need fresh, cool water and sufficient shelter from the sun all year round, especially on the beach and during the hot summer months.
Summers are very hot here in the Bahamas, so please make sure all pets have ample, cool, fresh water in proper containers and sufficient shelter from the sun, even on the beach. And make sure all dog houses and kennels have proper ventilation. Let's make it Bahamian to be humane.
This message has been brought to you by the Bahamas Humane Society and the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas.
In our final look at what we have a weak front boundary going through the capital as we speak. It's going to provide some morning clouds, but the sun will come out in the afternoon. And we have a forecast for today. It's shaping up like this. We're looking for those morning clouds with afternoon sunshine, as we told you already. There could be 1 or 2 brief showers right along that front boundary. The high temperature today getting up to 78 degrees. And tonight we're looking at partly cloudy, still on the cool side with a low temperature around 63 degrees. Your extended weather forecast that's taking us into the weekend. Lots of sunshine once we get that front system out of the way, but there's another front that will come in here on Thursday, bringing with it some showers, possibly a thunderstorm. Things dry out again, and then come Saturday late, we have another frontal system moving into the area, and that will bring us a nice cool down heading into Sunday. We'll see daytime temperatures once again in the mid-70s, and that will hang around right into Monday of next week before the warming trend begin on Tuesday of next week. LaDawn?
Thanks a lot, Basil, and that does it for us on this terrific Tuesday. For the entire Morning Edition team, I'm LaDawn Davis. Make it a great day, everyone.
You're watching the ZNS Network, the People's Station.
I want to see you, David, and my sister on Burnett Road. Get up and go sell those paper, girl. I love you. Miss Butler, you know I love you. God bless you. And keep on praying for me. Thank you.
All right, you be blessed this morning. Good morning, you made it in. Wake up!
Oh, good morning this morning. Sis, how you doing on this beautiful Tuesday morning this morning?
Well, Mr. Fairweather, I'm very fair.
Oh, Suki, it sounds like it's all up in there. I want to say a special good morning, belated birthday gifts to Alexander Garland from Lower Boggy, Lusha, Paulette, and Elizabeth Higgs down there in Broward, and Judy Thompson also down there on Broward. It's good morning to all the police officers, custom officers, immigration officers down in the North End Lustra Airport area. It's coming from your brother from another mother, Mr. Fairweather. We're keeping the weather fair down in Bluff where things just ain't tough. Just have yourself a blessed day, my sister. Keep it flowing, keep it going, because everybody going to be know because it's really, really showing. Have yourself a blessed day.
You too, take care. Good morning, you made it in 30 seconds. Wake up!
Yes, wake up. Good morning, I'm Sherian. I'd like to wake up my mom, Miss Betty Ramsey. I would also like to wake up my girl, Miss Bella Micklewhite. My next girl, Edith the Valley girl. Good morning, Mama Thelma, Miss Myrtle Block. Have my deepest sympathy, honey. I'd also like to wake up Mr. Ned, but security think of Mr. Danny Fox, Raymond Darling Ferguson, and the one and only Soldier Road. Anton Dykers and Ramon Ramsey, wake up. Coming in from Paul and Ramsey. Oh, Sherian, have a blessed day.
You too, honey. Take care. You made it in. Wake up!
Good morning, Hope Shelley-Ann. How are you doing?
I'm fantastic. Who you waking up this morning?
I'm waking up all the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, all Seventh-day Adventists listening in, especially Warren Blakely on it. I like to wake up Edith the Valley girl, Foxilla and Nispa Davis. And I like to wake up my grandson, Tayne Gray, and Elgin Tyson, my sister, Merrill Butler, and my niece, Superintendent Ella May Roll, who's enjoying herself in Cat Island. God bless you, Ella. Coming in from Lillis Tyson and Soldier Road. God bless you, Shelley-Ann, and you have a safe week.
You do the same, honey. Well, the clock on the wall tells us it is time now to move on over to Mount Tabor, where you're going to find your word for today with Bishop Neil C. Ellis.
And now, here's a message from Bishop Neil C. Ellis.
This is the year God is speeding things up. A time where you'll sow and reap almost simultaneously. When God shoots you out, allows you to reap after your harvest, when God moves you so fast in your life that He makes your head spin, enjoy the ride. Bask in His goodness and His mercy. Celebrate the blessing. But I need you to do me one thing. Give Him the glory.
We're 1540 AM, 104.5 FM. That was your Mount Tabor with Word for Today and Bishop Neil C. Ellis. It's 7:27, almost 7:28 in the morning. Coming up at 7:30, it's going to be your first look at news over the Bahamas Radio Network. Stay close.